What's up? I'm E and welcome to my channel, E Smells Good. I hope you're smelling good, but more importantly, I hope you're feeling good too. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my first impressions as well as my initial thoughts on a few fragrances from Alexandria. Now, my birthday was this past weekend and I received Blue Memoire as a gift. And I've been wearing it pretty much this entire week. We're at Friday now. I wore it Monday through Thursday. And I may even wear it today just to test it out a little further. So I figured I'd give you just my initial thoughts. Something that I would like to point out about the Alexandria full bottle presentation that I got is that the packaging is beautiful. I mean, you really are getting your money's worth when you shop with Alexandria. The bottle sits inside the box like this. It does fit fairly snug in there. And then the bottle itself, I do love the gradient effect that they have going on. It's a bit hard to tell, but it does transition from blue to a very dark blue, almost black. And you do have a fairly hefty metallic cap. So you are getting very nice presentation with the full size bottles from Alexandria. There's even some details there on the label. I'm not sure if that's coming through, but very well done, very well done. Now this is going to be Alexandria's take on the Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum DNA. I do have the notes pulled up off to the side. In the top, we have bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, mint, aldehydes, coriander, and pink pepper. In the mid, we have melon, jasmine, ginger, and nutmeg. And in the base, we have cedar, amber, sandalwood, incense, amberwood, patchouli, and labdanum. Now, overall, I do think just based off of the scent, it does get fairly close to the Bleu de Chanel DNA. I get that woody, aromatic, almost shower gel-like men's scent. It's definitely a classy smelling blue fragrance, just like Bleu de Chanel is. Now, so far since owning this one, the only issue I have had has been with its performance. I'm only getting a few hours of fairly soft projection out of this one, and that kind of shocked me with it being an extrait de parfum. But before I say that this one does have bad performance, I want to give it a true shot at macerating fully, sitting on the shelf and maturing, and then come back to revisit it. I've had experiences in the past with other Alexandrias that I've owned where initially fresh out of the box, I did not have a good experience with the performance, but I love the smell. And then after they had sat for a few weeks, even a few months, I revisited them and the performance was much better. And I'm hoping that that's going to be the case with this one because I really do love the way it smells. It's very smooth, very well blended, very classy smelling. Perfect for work, perfect for the gym, extremely versatile scent. So maybe towards late April, maybe even early May, I'll come back and revisit this one and do a full review. Now, along with that fragrance, I also got two samples from Alexandria, and that is going to be one called Haba and another called Happiest Aoud. Now, Haba is an original creation, and Happiest Aoud is going to be their take on Initio's Oud for Happiness. Now these, I genuinely have no idea how they're going to smell. I struggled to find any notes for Happiest Aoud. Now one thing I did decide to do since I struggled to find notes on this clone is to actually pull up the notes of Oud for Happiness and compare that to what I'm maybe getting out of this clone. For the main chords for Oud for Happiness, the original, they have citrus, soft, spicy, and vanilla. For the top notes on that one, they have bergamot, ginger. For the mid, there's licorice, oud, and cedar. And for the base, there's vanilla, herbal notes, and musk. So I'm anticipating that this one would be maybe citrusy and bright up top and then have some depth and sweetness from some oud and maybe some other supporting sweet notes. So let's see if this one gets anywhere near what that one sounds like it smells like. I have not smelled the original, so this is truly going to be a first impression of this and not a comparison. I definitely get the bergamot and that ginger up top. It comes across very bright and citrusy, at least in the air right now. I do get the sweetness of the vanilla. I'm not getting a lot of oud, at least not yet. It's just wafting to me in the air. But I can say that in the air is an extremely pleasant smell. Up close, I do get a little more of that woody nature when I'm actually digging my nose into the scent. I get that candied, woody note that they referenced on the Alexandria website for sure. Off initial impression, I can say that Happiest Aoud is one that I really do like. I'm curious to see how it's going to develop on my skin and if I will like the dry down as much as I'm enjoying the opening. But overall, my first impression of that one is a good first impression. I could see this one being worn a lot during transitional seasons, fall and spring. That freshness from the ginger and the bergamot has begun to fade, and the woods and herbal notes are really becoming more prominent. We'll come back to that one later. The next one I'm going to try out is called Haba, and this is going to be a original fragrance from Alexandria. On the website, they say that this one was created in collaboration with renowned perfumer Gael Montero. I hope I'm saying that properly. Known for his work with Ex Nihilo, Latafa, and Maison Crivelli. So it sounds like this is a very experienced perfumer. I do need to probably do some more research and find out what fragrances that he's crafted. The top notes that they have listed on this one is going to be smoky incense, nutty accords, and exotic spices. It's kind of intriguing. Those don't really seem like top notes. In the heart, there's everlasting flowers, warm resin, and golden sweetness. I don't know what half of that means. And then the base, there's boozy richness, tonka bean, and deep woods. This seems like it's going to be a very complex scent. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to like this one or not, but it's definitely sparked a lot of curiosity for sure. So we're going to spray Haba Lava on my right hand. Let's let that air out for a little bit. It is extremely smoky. I will say that. In the description where they say that it is a fire recreation, that definitely is coming across in scent form. This in the air, this smells like a very fiery scent. The spices in it almost reminds me of Man in Black from the House of Bulgari, as well as that booziness in the base. This is, so far, it's reminded me a lot of Man in Black with the spices and the rum that scent has. Let's see. It's very smoky, very spicy, slight bit of sweetness and booziness in the base. And I'm talking minimal amount. Mainly I'm getting that incense and I'm getting spices. I can tell you right now, this one is not going to be for everyone. It is a very niche smelling scent. But if you are a fan of spicy, smoky, and very complex fragrances, this is one that I would highly recommend that you get a sample of. I can say that I like it, but I do not think this is one that will be highly complimented from the people around me. While this one is drying down, let's come back to Happiest Aoud. Okay, in the dry down of Happiest Aoud, I've completely lost those bright ginger and bergamot notes. I'm now solely getting the woody and slightly sweet elements of it. Overall, it's coming across very herbal and woody with a slight tinge of sweetness to it. I am a fan of it. I do think that I will enjoy this sample, but I don't think this is one that I would need a full bottle of. I think something of this scent DNA, I would be happy with just maybe 5 to 10 milliliters of it, and that would carry me for probably a long time. But if you have tried Happiest Aoud, let me know in the comments what you think of it. If you've tried the original Oud for Happiness, comment below and let me know how close this gets to it. Now, coming back to Haba Lava after a little bit of time, I'm still getting a lot of that spicy, fiery nature. This one is definitely on the point when they said that it is a fiery creation.
Somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
The scent, I think, definitely would play a lot better in the winter. So unfortunately, I'm coming out of the season that I would wear this one most in. But it definitely reminds me of Bulgari Man in Black, maybe even some elements of red tobacco from Mancera, those very spicy wood forward scents. This is one that I will definitely have to sample and play around with some more. I can't really decide if I like this one or not just based off of this first impression. But I can say that it is a very unique scent in that I see the artistry in it. I see the vision that they were going for, and I do think that they accomplished that based off of what I read on the website. that is going to be it for my initial impression of Blue Memoire and my first impression of Happiest Aoud as well as Haba Lava. Let me know if you've tried any of those fragrances in the comments below. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does a lot to support the channel. And until next time, peace.